Hello, and welcome back. Today we have, playing through my PlayStation 2 collection, number 6, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Developed by Stormfront Studios and published by EA in 2002, The Two Towers is a hack-and-slash game based on select events from both the first and second Lord of the Rings films. The game begins with the opening scene from the Fellowship of the Ring, setting the stage for the tutorial mission.
The world is changed. I feel it in the water. I feel it in the earth. I smell it in the air. Much that once was is lost, for none now live who remember it. It began with the forging of the great rings. 3 were given to the elves, immortal, wisest, and fairest of all beings. 7 to the dwarf lords, great miners and craftsmen of the mountain halls. And 9 rings were gifted to the race of men who above all else desire power. For within these rings was bound the strength and will to govern each race. But they were all of them deceived, for another ring was made. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others. And into this ring he poured his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life. One ring to rule them all. One by one, the free lands of Middle-earth fell to the power of the ring. But there were some who resisted. A last alliance of men and elves marched against the armies of Mordor, and on the slopes of Mount Doom, they fought for the freedom of Middle-earth.
The cutscenes will seamlessly transition into gameplay as the player takes control of Isildur in a battle against Sauron's army. To combat the forces of evil, the player can utilize a variety of techniques in battle. These include defending and parrying incoming enemy attacks, striking back with either a quick attack on vulnerable enemies or utilizing a slower, fierce attack to smash through shielded foes. In addition, the player can fire projectiles, step back to dodge attacks, kick an enemy away to create space, and finish them off with a grounded strike. As enemies are defeated, a rank will be rewarded based on how quickly you take them down and how many you can dispatch without taking damage. The ranks increase in quality and can be as follows: fair, good, excellent, or perfect. If your meter is filled completely, a temporary power-up will automatically reward a perfect rank and double your XP earned for a short time. Linking different attack patterns and combos will quickly fill the meter, so be sure to change things up, utilize all available skills and techniques, and avoid taking damage.
this moment, when all hope had faded, that Isildur, son of the king, took up his father's sword. Sauron, the enemy of the free peoples of Middle-earth, was defeated. The ring passed to Isildur, who had this one chance to destroy evil forever. But the hearts of men are easily corrupted.
Destroy it! No.
I am Isildur's heir, not Isildur himself. My fate is my own. To Helm's Deep! Rhaegar, go!
Once this prologue level is complete, Aragorn speaks with Éowyn and recaps his previous adventures and hints of things to come.
All Isengard is emptied. It is an army bred for one purpose, to destroy the world of men. The Dark Lord draws near.
Ringwraiths! Get back! Back, foul thing! They seek the ring bearer. Stay close.
Give us the ring.
Controlling Aragorn for the first time, the player must defend Frodo against the Ringwraiths. Only fire can fend off the Nazgul, but Aragorn makes quick work of them.
Frodo, keep away from them!
Help! They're everywhere!
The ring is out. We shall find you.
In the sanctuary of Rivendell, the smallest of us showed the greatest courage.
I will take it!
And a fellowship was forged.
I will take the ring to Mordor. Though I do not know the way.
I will help you bear this burden, Frodo Baggins. As long as it is yours to bear.
Carry the fate of us all, little one. If by my life or death I can protect you. I will. You have my sword.
And you have my bow.
And my axe.
At the end of each level, upgrade points will be earned, and an overall mission rating will be shown. Upgrade points can be spent on new combos, new attacks, health increases, and more powerful projectiles. As you level up, new upgrade tiers become available for purchase with a level cap of 10. Starting with the Gates of Moria, the player is free to select from 3 different characters: Aragorn, Legolas, or Gimli. They each have the same basic gameplay mechanics, but possess individual movesets, specific combos, unique skill level, upgrade points, strengths, and weaknesses. Aragorn's strength lies in melee combat, Legolas' strength lies in ranged attacks, and Gimli is balanced in between. Each mission can be completed with all 3 characters, and replayed as many times as desired to earn extra XP, but it only needs to be completed once to progress the story. Continuing the events of the Fellowship of the Ring, the player battles towards the Mines of Moria. For gameplay, I will alternate between each of the 3 playable characters, with a heavier focus on Aragorn and Legolas, as I really struggled with Gimli.
So, Gandalf, you tried to lead them over Caradhras. And if that fails, where then will you go?
To Moria.
This land has changed. We shall wait here until the path beyond appears safe.
We have had no word from Moria in many years.
There are orcs, many of them. Quickly, this way! We could pass through the mines of Moria. My cousin Balin will give us a royal welcome. Watch out!
Well struck, Gimli.
This is the door of Durin, Lord of Moria. Speak, friend, and enter. Melon. We now have but one choice. We must face the long dark of Moria.
Moria.
It was here that we would find far more than the tomb of Balin, Lord of Moria.
We have barred the gates, drums in the deep. You cannot get out. They are coming.
Within Balin's tomb, the Fellowship faces an onslaught of enemies to overcome.
Aragon! Back to the shadow.
Hold your ground!
Get down! Steel yourself!
Hurry, Gimli!
Moria had been a dark journey for our fellowship.
Fly, you fools!
The quest stands upon the edge of a knife. Stray but a little, and it will fail.
But it would become darker still, for our fellowship was failing.
I would have gone with you to the end, into the very fires of Mordor. Go, Frodo.
Run! Frodo carries the fate of us all. We must defend him.
At Amon Hen, the player must quickly defeat enemy forces to allow Frodo an escape. Take too long, and he will be captured.
For the halfling!
On his honor, you shall pay. Be at peace. Son of Gondor. Despite Boromir's heroism, the servants of Saruman captured members of our company, but we would not abandon our companions to torment and death. For days we followed their trail. Finally, it led us to Fangorn Forest.
This forest is old. Very old. It's full of memory and anger.
They came this way. Come.
But their trail ends here. We must split up to find them quickly.
Now within the timeline of the Two Towers, the player must battle through Fangorn Forest in pursuit of Merry and Pippin.
Aragorn, there is something out there.
What do you see, Legolas?
The White Wizard.
Saruman.
In that great forest, many paths converged. It cannot be.
There is a union now between the two towers, Orthanc and Barad-dûr. needed elsewhere. War was coming to Rohan.
Before our long journey brought us to Edris, your people were already in great peril.
As the plains of Rohan burn, the player must rescue the trapped and helpless villagers before it is too late.
We must save everyone that we can, or this village will fall. Done all you can here. The survivors will make for Helm's Deep. You still have work to do. I will come back to you at the turn of the tide.
We are not alone in defending Rohan. The King's Guard were also fighting through to Helm's Deep.
I have seen it before, but never like this. Our only hope is to stand together! Saruman's forces move strange explosive devices through this town. Help us destroy them.
In the Westfold, the player must combat explosive enemies to further drive them back from the village.
those few of us able to fight, march for Helm's Deep. There the future of Rohan shall live or die.
We could not let these creatures reach the refugees.
To ensure the refugees reach Helm's Deep, the player must battle the Wolves of Isengard.
Make them fear the wolves of Isengard. Kill that one!
Your people were defended, but we paid for it with many lives. I nearly lost my own. So it is that by various paths we have all come to the fortress of Helm's Deep to make a final stand.
Where is the horse and the rider? Where is the horn that was blowing? They have passed like rain on the mountains, like wind in the meadow. The days have gone down in the west, behind the hills, into shadow.
We must keep Sauron's gaze fixed upon us. Keep him blind to all else that is moving.
Got two!
There are enough for us both, Gimli.
The final 3 missions take place at Helm's Deep, as the player desperately defends the fortress against Saruman's massive army.
them back. It is over for now.
I got mine too.
Then we are level.
We'll see about that.
Our defense is overrun. The women and children are being trapped.
Get them to the Great Hall! We shall hold them here, or at the keep. We cannot let them near the glittering cave.
Never have I seen such axe work, Master Dwarf.
Or I such bow skill. But they never stand back up after I have hit them.
We have held it. Women and children are safe. For now.
We cannot hold them!
Sauron and Saruman are tightening the noose. But for all their cunning, we have one advantage. The ring remains hidden, and that we should seek to destroy it has not yet entered their darkest dreams. And so the weapon of the enemy is moving towards Mordor. In the hands of a hobbit, each day brings it closer to the fires of Mount Doom. Sauron fears you, Aragorn.
With Gandalf's return, Saruman's army is defeated. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli live to fight another day, as the game ends. If you can complete the final mission at Helm's Deep and reach the max level of 10, you will unlock a secret level, the Tower of Orthanc. This gauntlet of 20 rounds will see you rise through the Tower of Isengard, as Saruman sends wave after wave of enemies at you. After each round, a small part of your health will recover, and if you can survive until the very end, victory is yours. Completing this secret level will unlock a new playable character, Isildur. Isildur automatically starts at level 10 and is fully upgraded. Each story mission can now be played as him, including the Secret Tower mission. If you can complete the Secret Tower mission with the secret character, then you have truly beaten the game, and cheat codes are unlocked, allowing for game-breaking advantages and cosmetic fun. Overall, The Two Towers was not the most refined or polished hack-and-slash game, but it was a fun time that any Lord of the Rings fan would definitely enjoy. While it doesn't stack up to the combat of other PlayStation 2 games, such as Kingdom Hearts or God of War, it does provide enough good to overcome the bad, and was perfectly short in its duration. The combat was chaotic and appropriate for the scale of war, but enemies could swarm you, constantly hit you in the back of the head, or hit you from off-screen, all of which could stun lock you or instantly interrupt your combo, which would get annoying. To make matters worse, you could get hit from an enemy who wasn't even facing you or engaging you in battle. This made it difficult to focus on attacks when you had to constantly defend from all angles, and when you did receive an opening, another enemy would just interrupt you anyway. On the plus side, there were a decent variety of combos and techniques to fill your meter that were quite powerful and epic in nature. Some attacks could strike in quick succession, with the extreme force of fire, or instantly kill a downed enemy. Personally though, I struggled at times to pull off a strike on a grounded enemy or complete full combos without getting interrupted, and the best technique would be to hit while rising, to knock down nearby enemies and at least get some breathing room. The game itself, and the individual levels, were relatively short, which made the drawbacks of the game less of a big deal. You could deal with the frustrating mechanics because you weren't engaged in battle for too long, and if you had to start a mission over, you didn't waste a ton of time. The entire story could be completed in just an hour or two. If the missions were longer, the wonkiness would get really old, really fast. But as it is, I never found myself wanting to stop playing. I just wished the combat was more refined and responsive. With 3 different characters to choose from, you could find whoever suited your personal playstyle best and focus on upgrading them. You don't need to play each level more than once, but the other characters are available if you want more action. You also don't need to get a perfect or even an excellent ranking to earn enough XP to reach the max level, so there is plenty of room for error, and missions can be replayed as many times as necessary to earn additional upgrades. During my playthroughs, I found Aragorn to be the strongest fighter, with good melee range and power. He could hit enemies of all types with ease, but was also fairly quick on the bow, making him my favorite character to play as, with the perfect balance between close quarters, range, and defense. Legolas had extra ammo for his bow, and was a quick melee strike, but he didn't hit with as much force and had to get in close. His greatest asset was picking off enemies from a distance, but much of the combat forces you to melee, as enemies would charge straight into you, taking away Legolas's advantage at range, and to make matters worse, his damage absorption was not that great. When forced to engage in melee combat, which was most of the time, I did find it easiest to fill the meter and earn a perfect ranking with him. I just wish the missions were individually tailored to the selected character, so Legolas could utilize the bow more effectively. Gimli was my least favorite character to play as. Gimli was supposed to be balanced, effective at both close quarters and at a distance, but I found the opposite to be the case. Gimli had incredibly short range in his melee attacks, and was slow to throw his projectiles, making him weak from both close up and at range. He was also very slow in his movement, and could easily get stun-locked by an enemy with no way to escape. His strike while rising would often miss, leaving him vulnerable and without a means to create space. Running away wasn't an option either, as he would just get caught and hit before he could throw a projectile in defense or regroup. At the very least, he could absorb a good amount of damage, but that is all he had going for him, which is a real shame because I really like Gimli as a character in the movies. Isildur, as the secret character, was OP and powerful in all areas of combat. The visuals were decent, but not great. At times, especially during Helm's Deep, it would be rather dark. It was already a little bit chaotic and difficult to tell what was happening, and this definitely didn't help. However, where the visuals truly shined is when it transitioned from a film clip to a gameplay cutscene. This added to the immersion and made it feel like you truly were playing through the movie. The Battle of Hornburg is one of my favorite clashes in all of cinema, so to see this epic fight come to life in a playable way was an awesome experience. The enemy forces bear down on you with relentless attacks and unyielding numbers. Saruman's army is overwhelming, and the ensuing pressure that weighs down on your dwindling chances of survival is felt in full. The Two Towers is an excellent game for any Lord of the Rings fan that appropriately adapts the first two films to capture the essence of their iconic moments. With a short time to complete, any hack and slash fan can give this one a try, without much of a time commitment. If you are looking to lose yourself for the day in the world of Tolkien's Middle-earth, then this game is for you. Otherwise, there are better hack and slash options on the PlayStation 2. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for playing through my PlayStation 2 collection, number 7.
You have elected the way of pain!